Hey guys, Trevor's just coming back in as well. Gonna help out and do a little commentary. I hope you guys can hear me. Trevor, can you hear me?
Hey, Kenny, how we doing this morning?
Hey, good. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I can hear you as well. Really good.
Awesome. It's pretty loud in this room, so.
I'm not familiar with either one of these two girls. So,
actually, you are a little quiet. Let me see if there's a way I can turn you up on my end.
I can bring my microphone a little bit closer. How's that? Is that any better?
No, I'm not noticing a difference. It may just be on this.
Just turn that up a little again. Let's see if that's any better.
Try again.
How's that? Is that any better?
It may just be the loudness of this room. So
if are you in the room right now? Is that why?
I am in the room. Yeah, I came up here and helped set up.
I can hear you dead perfect, so I'm hoping that mine's the same.
I think after this match, I may actually consider moving to a little bit quieter area. I was hoping to be where I could see the table and what was going on, but the main area here is popping.
So I'm not familiar with either one of these two girls. Maybe you could direct me as to which one's which.
The one that just shot was Wendy. The one coming to the table is ANDREA. I'm not familiar with them either. And I didn't get a chance to talk to them because they went from the player meeting to straight to play. So I'm hoping to get to know the names and faces a little bit better as the day goes on. So I apologize about that.
Just going into my audio settings just to make sure that my microphone's not turned down or something.
Pretty sure that 8 and 10 are froze up in an odd way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she can maybe make it into the side over here, but it doesn't look like she can make it anywhere else. She's probably going to try. It's not a bad idea. I was going to say it's a good idea to break it out right then. She's just So this 5 maybe goes by the 7 here. I don't know if that goes.
Yeah, I can see it from my angle that it does go by the 7.
But she's got a tough angle to try to hang on to it, so she might have to go back and forth. Or try and go into it maybe from here.
And these tables are playing pretty quick. I played a little bit on them last night.
Yeah, she was trying to hold it. That's tough.
Yeah, and trying to hit the ball a little fuller to help hold it, and that'll happen. Sometimes our brain is talking to ourselves all about the shape and kind of
for sure
do things that forget about the pocket. I know I've done it too many times.
Wendy's looking like she's having a little bit of trouble reaching back. I wish she would grab the back of her cue. So I see this. Girls do that a lot. They don't put their hand all the way back to the back of their cue. They try and hold their cue where they normally hold it, and they can't reach. You just got to put your 2 fingers on the back of the knob of the cue, and you can reach another 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah, they've found a crutch here.
So she'd like to come back just a little bit here, if she can. The table's playing quick. It shouldn't be easy for her to come back. That's not bad. She can work at that.
Yeah, a little thin. I don't think the line's there, but if you can run into the 10 here to kind of hold for the 6, you know, kind of, especially if you can kind of come underneath of it.
Just a little bit. 10. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, but it's not a full pocket on the 5 either. The 7 kind of takes up a little bit of it, so tricky shot.
She's definitely playing your line here. She's going with top, so she's going to try to run softly into the 10, I think.
goes down.
Perfect. So just roll this in, pocket speed, just middle ball is all you need here. You could play a little inside, but I don't think you need to. You can just roll with middle ball here, and you should be able to end up somewhere like in this area here. Give it a little, yeah, that's okay. She needs angle, but you hit it a bit firm.
Yeah, these tables are playing quick, so I think first round nerves mixed with faster tables than you're used to playing on. It's hard to manage the nerves and the speed change.
So let's see how she ends. She's just playing just straight top here. I don't think she needs to do much. She put a little inside on it. Hit it a bit thin as well. Good leave.
This is a good leave. I know that this particular line, especially if that 7's less than 1/8 of an inch away from the rail, man, it makes it a very tough save to get out of.
Yeah, I mean, you could try and play to this side and try to come around here again, but it's always tough when you're playing against it like that. You always tend to hit them a little thicker than you want to, and they never tend to work out quite the way you think they're going to.
Yeah, and like the only thing that I've actually seen here is playing it kind of like the 2 rail, like you said, but hitting it a little fuller where you're getting the 7 to end up here and your cue ball to end up back down where it's at.
John, this isn't a bad shot. That's actually very smart. I don't think she got away with it though, but if she did it a little bit softer, it would have been an okay shot. Pretty sure she can make this here, no problem.
Yeah, and if there's, I'm sitting directly this way, so like where the 7-10 lined up is right now, they're completely eclipsed. Nice.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Saying got to interact with the 10 ball here, and it makes it a little tricky, but that was nicely negotiated.
Just roll this in. She could put a little left on this if she wanted to, just to slow roll it, but just slow roll it in. Middle ball would be just fine here. Great shot.
Nice shot. Nice and steady.
Drift this in, a little bit of top, maybe a touch of right, and just try to get your cue ball into this zone right in here.
Yeah, I think with as fast as these tables are playing, I might actually consider playing it to be up in here just because it's so hard to hold a thin hit.
Yeah, she hit it harder, but it's still going to hold for her.
Oh, yeah. Must have been a little bit further off the rail than anticipated, so you can cheat that pocket a little fat.
Makes such a difference, doesn't it? When the ball's on the rail, and it's just, I have no idea sometimes.
Yeah, when you're just barely clipping that ball rather than being able to get a quarter ball hit, it's so hard to hold the ball. A little testy back cut to the side pocket.
Should be just fine here. Oh no! Give her the curve. I'm so surprised she hit all those balls so well. That was the easiest shot out of all of them. And she missed that one. Sometimes the nerves get you.
Yeah, this is the first round, so definitely nerves are playing high.
She seemed like she got down on it well and took her time, and I didn't think she was going to have any trouble with that at all.
Yeah, and the felt here is fairly worn, so rubbing the long rail on this is it's not playing very forgiving.
Not going to draw.
John balls up quite a bit last night when I was playing on him.
That shouldn't go.
Oh, nice speed. It was just the trickle speed where it was able to kind of creep on in there. That was maximizing the pocket.
We were playing a tournament recently at 15th Street Bar and Grill in Auburn, and you could hit middle diamond here sometimes, and the ball was still because the cloth was so new.
Yeah. Well, even watching the Moscone Cup with 4-inch pockets with new felt, man, you can get away with a lot.
It makes the pockets a lot bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah. Down the rail it does. Even catching the knuckle kind of coming in at an angle, like I seen a couple of balls go that I'm like, man, at my table that jaws up hard.
Looks like Catherine Robertson's playing on the table next, from what I can see. The next table over, I should say. All right, so we got 3-0. Wendy let that one get away. She played a few good shots there and missed the 9 or 10 ball, sorry. And Andrea's gotten a free gift here for 3-0. Made a great break. That's a really, really good break she made there. Stuck her cue ball dead.
Yeah.
Nice soft combo.
Yeah, 2-5 combo, slow speed. Got a lot of traffic to get back up for the 3 ball though.
Mm-hmm. She wants to hit this 2-5 as full as she can to keep the 2 at a nice angle there. Don't overhit this. Yeah, she hit it on the right side. She can probably cut this, but now she's got almost no way to get up there.
Yeah, I think if you actually just can get into the top half of the 8 ball here at a slower speed and just kind of let it trickle up table, but that's...
Yeah, she was looking to try to go up in this range up here, but I don't think she can get there from where she is.
Yeah. I think running into the 8 is your highest likelihood to get into the
there it is.
3 ball.
Oh, good job. She hit it good.
Hey, you can hit that side of it, that speed, and it got out too. So it breaks that little cluster up. Now it's a pretty open table.
Perfect. Just straight top here, play it up here, and right back down into this area right here would be perfect. A touch of right hand spin maybe, just to straighten it a little bit, but this is good.
Is the feedback from the room coming from my mic pretty bad, or?
Oh, it's actually really good.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I can hear the room, but it sounds just normal, basically.
Cool.
It's just like normal chatter.
Right. Makes me feel a little better because I just felt like it is quite loud in here.
No, it sounds good. Your voice is coming crystal clear, and then you can hear some background noise, but it's not taken away from it. Okay, what's she gonna do here? She could slow roll it. The cue ball is gonna come over to this area here by the looks of the angle. She might just slow roll this. Yeah, pretty good. 7 ball on the side or the corner. You could go either way. Personally, I'm taking this up to the corner, and I'm going to come across here like this.
I agree. I think that shot requires a pretty confident stroke and pocketing ability. I know a lot of other folks are looking at potentially like just below stun, kind of drawing,
dragging it over
the side pocket, kind of getting into there. Depending on how much of that pocket you can see, if this pocket's playing with that kind of speed into the side, it can just
going in the side.
I heard a term regurgitate it back out at you.
These diamonds, you hit this one, if you hit the side rail a little too thick there, it can bobble back out. You always aim for that when you're playing these shots, but if you hit it a little too much to the outside, it can regurgitate it back out for sure.
Yeah, she just looked at running down the rail. I think running it down the rail is the correct shot here.
You can lose your cue ball going for this. You can actually like send your cue ball like too much this way. But let's see how she does. I think she's rolling it though. Yeah, she did. I don't hate her choice. It wasn't terrible, you know. It just she needed to make it. That's all. This one here, I think I'm just rolling this 7 up to the rail. I don't think I'm going for this. I'm just going to push the 7 ball. Oops, sorry for my line. I'm going to push the 7 ball up here probably, and just try to just miss the 9. and just try to get my speed right to keep my cue ball somewhere in this area here.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of movement where kind of like, I like that way a little bit better, making sure your cue ball gets to the rail, because
the 7 might not. Yeah, you're right. You might
Yeah.
not hit enough on the 7 to get it there. Perfect
really
shot.
nice safety there. Nice speed control. And I like this distance off of the rail here, makes it a little bit more difficult of a ball to hit for sure.
She's looking up here. I don't think she can spin this enough to get that. Oh, she might, but I don't know if she can make it through that gap, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think if you're massing around a little bit, you're likely to hit here and just go wide.
So maybe something along this line.
I personally hate kicking that line.
I hate it too.
I'd rather come at it from this direction here
and get it. Just try to get the hit. She likes.
I just feel like
he's gonna
always come right underneath of this ball.
Right up there. Yeah, totally.
Because you play the top on it and it just bends off of your line.
She hit it good. Oh, she hit it hard. Not hard, but she bent it with a little bit of bottom, it seems.
Yeah, I think she put just a touch of bottom to keep it from bending like that, and it just barely caught above it. That was a good safety. That was a tough ball to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that as many times as I hit it.
Oh yeah, from that line there, it is a tricky one to gauge. All right.
Shouldn't have too much trouble. Just roll this forward. Some people get a little too crazy and they try to get their cue ball. And that's the only way you can really get in trouble, is if you try to do that. You just roll it forward and take the long 8 straight down.
I actually kind of like my cue ball like right in here.
Perfect. Yep. She'll get there too when she bounces.
Yeah. That's a good line.
Just do like a stop shot here. Should drift a little bit. The cue ball should drift. Drift over here if she was like a stop shot.
Yeah, this is one you don't want to. You want to focus on pocketing on, because like if you're trying to creep out a little bit for the 9, hit that long rail and it doesn't. Oh, good. What a shot!
Yeah, she hit it good.
Rolled it up perfect.
Just a little drawback, 2-3 inches here. And perfect.
Yeah, I mean, if you can draw it back right where your cue ball is at right now, I think that's.
Good shot. Nice little stun. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to see the angle. Like, it looked to me like she had to come straight back there, but she was able to move it to her right just a bit. I like the tempo. Very nice. She's got a very good tempo, very good speed, the way she plays. I like it.
All right, I've remembered this time. I'm going to try and go through our stop sponsors. It's a long list because had some last minute changes. So we got EvoSports. Thanks for tuning in. Pacific Northwest Pool Thing. It does live stream matches in the Portland area. Really cool setup. You should check it out. We got Kova Coffee. Koava, excuse me, thank you. Somebody get me in the coffee mode here, because it's a struggle this morning. We got the ICA training system, table projector drills, Players Club and Limited BCA League out of Seattle, Rose City Billiards BCA Portland, Players Sport Bar out of Everett, Dave B and Golden Fleece Billiards, Larry and Andrea in Sonoma County APA League, and I'm halfway through and we're breaking.
Yeah, there was a call for sponsors after Legend shut down, so it seemed like the community came through in a big way. I think they well surpassed what they were looking for.
Yeah, and I mean, talk about stepping up from the pool community, because I mean, I believe this all came about on Wednesday.
Yes.
And by Friday, they had $3,000 pooled to add into this tournament. Right. So, like, shout out to the entire pool community and all those that helped, I will get through the rest of the list here shortly. Nice break. Am I counting it wrong? Yeah, got a ball on the break. 210 looks.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those times you might make a call to try to bank the 10, long bank. You know, a bit reckless, but I don't see a great safety here either.
I mean, I would be considering just playing the 210, even though it's very, very thin. Just kind of
on the cut.
It's a heck of a cut for sure, but it looks like you might be able to stun your cue ball over in this way and just kind of let the pieces kind of fall. Because safety here is.
It's tough.
Yeah, I am looking at that. This is the 2 ball here.
That's the 2 ball. Yeah. I almost think about bank up here.
Oh, the bank is pretty close to wire too. Let's see what she comes up with.
It's a good shot. I mean, it's a containing shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that better than trying to cut the 10 because at that thin of a hit, you're likely to leave this 10 ball right in the pocket area if you hit it even close.
Possible combo against her for that. That's what happens to me every time.
Yep. Go from desperation mode to handing the game over in the next shot really hurts.
I'm just going to double check my volume. I'm going to mute myself for just a second. I'm going to, well, I can't mute myself. Yes, I can. I just want to go and check my YouTube, make sure my volume's still working. I was having problems when you guys were at the WDCA last time.
Yeah. Did I just miss the bank? I did miss the bank. I was looking down trying to find a way to turn it up a little bit. What a nice shot.
Yeah, seems like my volume's working just fine.
Gonna hold up.
That was almost a cheeky little safety. That was a pretty good try.
Yeah, if you lock that up on there, that's pretty good. This is definitely put the 9 ball in the worst position on the table. Right there by the side pocket where you don't have enough to access it. Comes into play later in the game. I wonder if you can just play this with pure top and kind of track along this line, come back out with the target area being here, so that way if you end up jawing up this ball, you kind of playing a little two-way, because this is not an easy shot to execute. Yeah.
She's going to get away with
backdoor with the 5 ball.
I guess you want to kind of come in, see if you can get in behind. Kick this out here, this way.
Yeah.
You got to get a little pace on it, just to make sure the 3 ball gets down table. Try to get some separation.
Yeah, it looked like she gestured at this pocket in case she catches it thin coming in. But I like your line too, because 2 rails, I always call it in the side pocket.
Sure, for sure. Oh, she had inside on that. She had a lot of inside on that. Checked away from the 3 ball. So in 10 ball, very interesting. It's almost always a good option to call a pocket on a ball. If you're sending a ball anywhere near a pocket, doesn't matter if you think it's like the most crazy thing that could happen. You're way better off to call something in case it does happen, because then at least you have control of the table. If you don't call anything, then that gives your opponent the choice. And if you do happen to fluke a ball somewhere and make it, that gives your opponent control. And if you hooked yourself, then they just have full control. But if you fluked the ball and you called it, then you're still in control, right? So you're almost always better to make sure you make a call of some kind, even if it's a really far-fetched call.
Yeah, I agree. Always calling a ball in 10 ball is the move, just because worst case is you make it into a pocket that you called and you get hooked. You would have gotten it back had you played safe and had that same result.
But if you made it, now you got to keep shooting. So it's only it's not going to happen often, but once in a while you're going to get a benefit from making that call.
That was a nice confident stroke. This 5-6, this one is a much easier combo than what came up in the first drag. Last one was sitting right up on the, it could have been almost exactly the same, except for the 6 ball is a little bit further up. Trick here is oh wow,
nice.
Made them both.
Good. Yeah, that was actually the best thing that could have happened to her. I think that was pretty good, pretty best case scenario, because if that 5 ball trickles just above the pocket at all, as long as she can still see the 7. Looks like she's
once again,
okay
I'm kind of on a bad line. I'm going to use Patrick's little trick from edge to edge, kind of see. This is the edge of the ball. Yeah, that might go in rail first.
If you can just drift it over here, that should be fine.
Yeah. A little slow speed. I did test out the table last night when I was setting this one up. This table rolls pretty true. So being able to slow roll balls on this table is
easy here.
Nice to know that.
The way she hit that and how much she missed it by, it seemed like the line wasn't there for her.
Yeah, it was definitely slightly hindered.
All right, just try to draw
the ball. Made it tough.
Into here. Good drift. You could stun and come over here, but I like drawing this for sure. Yeah, good shot.
Nice shot. Nice little float over for the 8 with enough angle.
Pretty sure this 9 ball is a pretty reasonable shot over the side there.
I'm looking at the shadow here, and it looks like it's not very friendly to the side pocket. I think you got to kind of play it with this kind of a line here somewhere to cut it up table.
Let's see what she does here. That was a great shot. Wow. Great shot.
Nice, confident. Gets a little
kind of got the worst. Yeah, she got the worst of it there. It's because it's not. She's got to draw back for the 10 instead of coming out for it.
Yeah, and when you're thinking about tighter position play while in a difficult pocket like this, it makes the ball more missable. I think just bearing down and taking what you get on the 10, like kind of stunning out.
This. Or underdraw it.
Yeah, it's brutal. Such nice positional play in the last 2 shots, just to land just a little bit flat. She's sizing up the cut. One more great shot. Man, this is
a tough shot.
Toughest one so far, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to hang these, that's for sure. Just play this with a little bit of top left and kind of have it go around. Hit just by the side pocket. Nice and easy. Nice and smooth. Here we go. Yep.
Look at this shot. Oh, round of applause. Standing ovation. That was a nasty little 4-ball out right there.
She hit it perfect.
She did.
Absolutely perfect. Even the cue ball, it came here and bounced and hit just right in here and came up like that. It was perfect.
Yeah. What a shot.
That'll shake her nerves that she's been playing with. She's clearly had a little bit of confidence problem at the end, towards the end of the raft so far. Hopefully that'll get her, shake it off for her.
Waiting for. Oh, sorry.
I was catching a few photographs that were posted online, and the pool hall seems like a pretty nice hall that the girls are going to play in here. I'm not sure how many tables are in the Silver Star Saloon. Trevor, do you know how many are there?
Sorry about that. I had someone step up and ask me a question.
I was just asking if you knew, well, I'm sure you do know, how many tables are in this place.
Man, I don't know if it got quieter, but I'm having a hard time hearing you.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
It's about the same. I'm trying to see if there's... Yeah, I have everything on my end turned up to the max.
I'm just seeing if there's any way I can turn up my volume on my microphone.
It might be just because the room's getting
A little bit louder.
a little louder too. I think after this match I will kind of eyeball a booth that's out away from the pool area. Like I won't be able to see the
my
table.
volume's quite low. Tell me if that's any better for you right now. How was that? Is that any better?
Hold on, I gotta run to the restroom really quick.
All right, I just turned my volume up quite a bit on my microphone. Hopefully that's coming in better now. I know when I checked it on YouTube, the volume was pretty good. So, okay, well, looks like this 3-ball does not go by this 7-ball here, so it's going to be a little bit of a tough save. Oh, sorry, there's a 1-ball. Yeah, it's a good shot. She didn't really need to play anything aggressive to start this. The 3-ball doesn't go, so until they solve that problem, it's really not much advantage to make this 1-ball at the moment. I don't mind her playing this in a way where she comes across here. Call the 7-ball just in case you make it, and then have the 1-ball come up and down here. Even if you did hook yourself here, it wouldn't be a super hard shot to get out of. She could also just play a straight bank and bank the 1-ball down in this direction here, nice and easy. Get some separation. I think she's going to go off the one the way I was just talking about, the way it looks like she's cueing right now. Nope, she's cutting it. Oh, a little short. Well, she's left a very, very tough treetop situation here, but I think that she can get access. It does look like it's frozen to the 3 a little bit, but I think if she hits it, just cuts it in this direction, yeah, like she's looking there, she should be fine. And if she doesn't hit it too hard, then the cue ball should bounce and come back out here, and the 1-ball should hang around. Now, it's hard because she's going to be jacked up over the 8-ball, and that's what's going to make this. If she hits a little bit of right-hand spin or something, she'll actually masse and possibly even miss the shot. So she's definitely got to be careful. Let's see how she does. She's jacking up. Hopefully she can hit this in the center. That's one advantage I think men have over women, is they've got longer fingers for these types of shots, so it's a little easier. Oh, so she did hit that 8-ball. I would have had a ref come and watch that shot. The reason being is because when you are jacked up like that, if you hit the 8 with your cue, then the 8 could have hit the cue ball as well. And so we don't have the benefit of replay here, but she could have actually hit the 8 ball into the cue ball just before she hit the cue ball, and it could have been a foul. It's just, there's no way for me to know that looking at it now, but I definitely would have had someone watch the shot for that reason. She got away with it, and then they never bothered putting the 8 ball back or asked or anything. So okay, well, Wendy can make the 1 ball here, but there's almost no way for her to get onto the 3 ball afterwards. This is one of those times where you're better off to consider bailing out here. I actually like playing the cue ball off the 1 here and trying just to tuck the cue ball right, play it dead weight, just try and tuck it right into the 3 ball right there. And the 1 ball, even if it hits the 4, with the 4 will push over here, and the 1 ball should end up somewhere down here, which she would be clearly hooked anyways. That's kind of what I like. She could, I don't know, it looks like she's going to whack this, try and go in the side and go around. Don't know that she has enough angle for this. She might. Oh, wow, she had more angle than I thought. She hit a good shot. You know, like, for what it was, that was a good shot. If she could get down here, then she could have gotten here, which is where she needed to be to have the cue ball kind of come around like this. So she actually hit that ball pretty darn well. Just got a little unfortunate, but she can see the ball and she can play a safety here. Let's see how it rolls. There's a lot of traffic here. She should have ended up good. Yeah. She got a little fortunate. I think she was just trying to send the 3 ball like down here towards the 9, but she hit it a bit thick and came out good. Pretty big pocket here because of the 8 being where it is. You know, a nice little kick from here. And even if the ball, there's a chance the ball could like hit here and go in off the 8 like that. So definitely I would call that.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Coffee said it was done with me, and I had to address it.
Wendy just made a decent safety shot here. She was up, the 3 ball was up at the top left corner, and we played it down here. Got a pretty good leave. I don't really, she's been going this way a lot here, but I don't see the benefit of going this way. I don't think she come out too good. She goes that way most times. I like coming across here, just for the fact that if she hits it really thick, she could end up coming in off the 8 ball right here.
Yeah, I feel the only thing that can go like terribly wrong here is catching a little full and clipping off of it and the 6 and scratching. I think that's amongst one of the better results you could get there. There was a lot of ways to sell out an easy shot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see, no, I'm on the wrong line to see if it goes into the side pocket.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like there's room. When I look at it like this, it looks like quite a bit of room on the side of the 4 ball, so I think she can make that. And if she just drifts up, she should be able to get her cue ball to come up here.
Yeah, it looks a little straighter, like your
Maybe,
target zone
yeah.
might be a little smaller on that 4 ball.
Yeah, dead straight.
Yeah.
Well, nice easy safety here. Just play this kind of half
It's
ball.
one of my favorite bank in the game, cinching it up a little bit, shorten it with a little speed. I'd be looking to draw the cue ball back onto the 10. You could try.
I'm not quite so aggressive. I like to play, just send the 4 ball over here, send the cue ball down here, and play the safety there. Looks like she's banking it though.
Yeah, I think you're right. There is a little bit more of a cut there where it's going to be coming underneath the 5.
She's banking it.
Banking it good too.
Yeah,
Straight into the heart of the pocket.
Channeling her inner Trevor Sickendick.
I don't know about that, but got a good look on the 5 here with enough angle.
This is, yeah. You
Might,
got confidence to make this up here. It's pretty easy to come out here and come out again.
I actually kind of like, rather than trying to put too much English on it, just taking my cue ball, kind of coming, just letting it naturally roll out. A little difficult to hold this on that cut.
Yeah, you got to be careful on the hook here.
Juiced up, trying to get underneath of it a little bit.
Good shot.
That was tough, having to elevate up.
Tough shot getting back down on this 6 ball. I mean, ultimately here, I think you just want to play your cue ball to this area here and take the long shot on the 6 ball rather than try to do anything really fancy with it.
Yeah, I think with as far as the 6 ball is off of the rail and how available the 8 is, I just bear down on pocketing this ball and making sure that I just don't fall into this target area over here where it's hidden behind the 10. Maybe play it with enough speed to kind of come back out.
Yeah, for sure. Anywhere in this zone over here, will be just fine.
I'm gonna have to talk to the tech support about having a box draw option.
Yeah, a box and a circle.
Oh no.
Here. She hit it thick, and that's what caused her to go down so low. She hit it thick and a little too hard too. Okay, well, a lot of people will try and drift this down into this zone here, which is if you can just come straight down, if you can just drift it.
Kind of like my cue ball setting up here, so that way I can just kind of naturally play this line.
Yep. There she goes. She just put it on top of you.
Man, she almost put that right in my circle for the ball in hand.
She needs the straightness that she is. She needs a little bit of left hand to help her. I don't mind going into the 8 here at all. So, if anything, I'll put a little bit more than I need.
Yeah, because playing that 2 rails into it leaves a large target area. Anything along this line here is all gravy. Very nicely done. Don't get too straight on the rail.
Yeah, that's the only really bad thing that could happen there. I don't know if she can go.
I'm looking right down the barrel. She's got a little bit of angle. Might be able to kind of like stun follow, come just underneath the 10.
Oh, she had enough angle. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's the other little bit of help of being in the room. That shot line, they were shooting directly at where I'm sitting, so I had a good view on.
How do we move this cue? Oh, I see. Let's put it right here in case we want to fool around with it. Well, if she could reach, it's quite easy for her just to come and play some bottom left and just come out here and back out to this area here.
Yeah, if you can reach, that's the shot. But I think with the way I would play this with having to play with the crutch is kind of just playing it with top and taking short side.
Drift it straight across. Yeah.
Coming straight across, maybe even coming down, in and out. Just because it's a little bit easier to smooth that ball in than it is to like punch a bunch of draw with the reach.
She looks like she's going forward. I think that she's going to do what you just said there. She needs to put a little bit of right-hand English on this. Not a lot, though. Don't go too crazy with the right hand. A little short.
And this is tough.
Now, she's got to be careful of the scratch here. If she just drifts it in down to the corner, she's got to definitely, the cue ball is going to be tracking in that direction. So she's got to be a little careful.
I think if you really smooth, slow roll, you might just naturally get above the pocket. But I mean,
I think top left here, and you can just come and you can drift kind of straight across this way here. It will be fine.
Yeah, I agree. But as tough as this shot is, I try and avoid putting any inside-outside English just to improve on the pocketing. But yeah, the side pocket is playing pretty big.
Yeah, she does here. Don't overhit it. Oh, what a great shot!
What a
That was
shot.
an all-star shot right there. It was great. She hit it
Wow.
really good. Now you got two options here. You don't want to stun it because you stun it, it's going straight into the side here, into the corner. So you either want to slow roll it with a little bit of top left, or you just want to draw it into the rail. I think she's going to
Yeah, like bending it and letting it kind of come back out with draw with the cue ball just
roll
because.
it. Great shot.
Wow.
She's coming along. Wendy's
is getting through the first round jitters, really starting to show some nice shot making and
Yep.
cue ball control with that 9 ball was beautiful.
Spectacular shot. Yep, absolutely. That would have that shot would scare anybody. A 650, 700 doesn't matter who you are. That's not an easy shot.
Yep. Because you're having to play a little bit of a faster stun thing to keep it from drifting forward from that distance. I like that. That way you're not putting any outside English on it. You're not having to jack up or do anything crazy, but just trusting the line. That was strong.
She hit a good. So race to 6. There's no handicaps or anything like that.
No handicap.
They all play straight up.
Let me actually real quick get back to these sponsors. I was at Larry and Andrea with Sonomas County APA. I think I said them. And then Andrew Vincent with Bitter Apparel. We got Greg Triple G Pendergrass.
Yep.
Aaron Sullivan. We got Ford. Former board members.
Yeah, Ford, yeah.
Oh, former board members. Got it. We got Valerie Schwartz, Michelle Adiron, Sando Menzel, official NWPA photographer, Wendy SCHELSKE. Hey, we have Wendy here playing, so shout out to Wendy, the State Farm rep, for throwing in here.
Nice.
And Kenny Brown.
Oh, I was supposed to be anonymous. I requested.
Hey, it's written in pen here at the very end. So we got the last 2 shout outs here are our commentator and the player. I mean, I just think it's awesome to see the entire community jumping up to the plate. You know, things happen. Legends, whatever's going on there, I really hope they work it out. They've been doing some great things for the Pacific Northwest pool, but you know, awesome to see the community really pool together, making this event, you know, what it is happening here today.
Yeah, they were looking for 500, and like you say, they got quite a bit. I got a couple of thousand, anyways. They got from all of that, so that's really great. One of the other girls that plays here, Angela Higgins, owns the Quava.
Hey Kenny, I hate to interrupt, but you got really quiet again.
No, I don't know why. Should be. I'm just right here by my microphone. I'm going to check myself on YouTube just to see.
Got a rail anyway, so.
Give me a second here. I'm just going to pause myself so I can listen. Mute myself so I can listen.
This is pretty tricky because I'm looking at that. The 3 might. I almost have the line on the 3 if it will go back across this way. No, the camera angle doesn't look like it will, but trying to thin the 2 and hang out for over there. Almost nudge that 3 out into a playable zone. Fires it in.
What's interesting, Trevor, is that on YouTube there's a lot of loud music that I'm not hearing during our commentary right now. But when I listen to it on YouTube, there's a lot of loud music, but my voice is coming through fine.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, when we get done with this match, I'm gonna have to play around with the volume levels a little bit and get things dialed in, because
yeah, I don't hear any music between us right now, but then when I go into YouTube, it sounds like there's some loud music playing. Is there music playing in the hall?
So there is music playing in the house, but then we also have some non-copyrighted music that's playing through EvoSports to kind of kill the silence, because I don't I didn't get the microphone for this box yet. We're working on that. I'm just a portable kind of tester out box, and got asked last minute to kind of come up here, and I jumped on a train yesterday and beelined it up here and trying to make some things happen.
So I would say the EvoSports music is too loud.
Okay.
If there's any way to control that.
Yeah, I can't control that on my end, but I'll reach out to our tech support and have them kind of dial that back a little bit.
Yeah, it's about as loud as we're speaking, so it's hard to.
Gotcha. Let me actually message them right now, because.
Yeah, if we could turn that back about 50%, that'd be nice. All right, so looks like she's got a pretty tough cut here. The problem with this is the cue ball is going to come, unless it hits the 9, the cue ball is going to come up here. I need a tough shot of the 4 ball. But she's hoping if she makes this, that she clips the 9. Oh, she hit it good with pace. That's what she needed to do. So she definitely thought about it when she went to hit it. She hit it with a bit of pace, which would have brought the cue ball into the 9. Super fortunate here, because now it's actually a really good safety. Andrea can't cut the ball into the side, and she can't play the ball down to this area either, because of the where the free ball is over the side. So I think you almost want to just, if you can.
Just wondering if you have enough angle.
I almost like just doing something like this.
Think you can see it there? Oh yeah, I guess that. If you can see the edge of the ball, that's definitely the way to go. Now that I'm looking at it, I almost kind of like just trying to kick this ball in. Ooh,
that's a bit dicey. Yeah, not a fan of her choice there. I think she was trying to catch it thinner.
Yeah, catch it thinner, get down table, and leave it where it's kind of at, and have your cue ball down into this region.
Yeah. So this is basically almost a stop shot. Looks like she's going to drift a little over this way. But basically a stop shot here. The trick is going to be getting from the 4 to the 5, to be honest, if she makes this 3 ball. I draw into the rail and out again.
Yeah, a little soft draw. Beautiful shot there. Very nicely executed.
I like both of these women's games, to be honest. I think both of them make some pretty good shots. They're very intelligent, very, very pool intelligent shots. A little bit of bottom right here. Try to come out. See if she can hit the 10 ball would be great.
Yeah, I think playing right into the 10.
Oh, wow.
Coming around.
You know
Get
what?
there.
She didn't hit that bad. A little firmer, and that would have been great.
Yeah, I actually really like that line, because you travel out here just a little bit further and you're absolutely perfect.
Yeah, you get another 6 inches and whatever else, you're perfect for the entire distance. So
yeah, because here, if you're able to, to thin it, I think your line's looking at maybe running right into the bottom side of the 9. If you're able to back cut that, that is one heck of a cut.
Quite so thin.
The one pocket in me players like, oh yeah, I back cut that all day.
This looks like a that.
Yeah, I don't think you can avoid. That's a tough spot. And our glorious tech crew is going to be turning down that music in between matches. So
if she can hit it a bit thicker and just kind of play it, off this rail, she might be able to get the 5 to bounce back in behind the 8 ball here. Don't overhit it. Just putting some inside. Straight bottom.
Yeah, I know when I'm shooting these shots, I got to be like, pick an exact spot on the rail to shoot to. Get up a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she was kind of doing what I said, but she just hit it too soft.
Yeah. Yeah, and those shots when the pocket's playing big as the scratch, I know our mind doesn't translate don't very well, and a lot of times it's hard to get it out of the brain where it's hard to execute.
Yeah, this 8 ball's right in her way here. It's It's stopping her from going 2 rails forward, back out to here. So the 8 ball's like right in the path.
Yeah, and straight in is about right here. So she has a little bit of the pocket to work with. I can say that because this is, once again, one of the shots that I'm looking directly down the line.
Oh, for me, it looks like straight ins down to the lower part of the pocket here. And
yeah, I mean, I am literally looking right down the barrel, and this knuckle right there is dead straight. So she has a little bit of pocket to work with, but being jacked up on the rail, like even that little bit trying to stun this direction is a lot of cue ball movement, but not a lot of cut.
oh, this is a smart shot. Wow, I never
Very
even thought
smart
about.
shot.
Yeah, I never even thought about just coming over here.
Me either. Little round of applause, Andrea. Seeing a good one there. Nice, peered it in, nice and simple.
Yeah, it was the best shot all the way around. So you could do this a couple of ways. You could try and play it with some force and come around 2 rails. It's hard to control that from this distance, but that looks like what she's doing, sort of. She just didn't hit it, like she needed to get under that a bit, get a little bottom, and dig into it a little bit. I actually like playing those with a little inside and then just try to come straight down the rail like this. So, I mean, she's got a shot on this 7 ball. She's just got to go back and forth, kind of wherever the cue ball ends up. She should be able to have a shot on the 8 ball.
I feel like this ball bends just a little bit, comes straight across with pure top. Maybe not even quite that much out of it, but you just don't want to punch this stroke, and you really got to smooth this one. Punch makes the side pocket come into much larger play.
Yeah, I agree. Just maybe just a tiny touch of right-hand English on it, just a touch. When I say a touch, I mean like an 1/8 of an inch over to one side. Yeah, it's a bit thick. Still managed to get across back and forth, even though she hit it thick. So it was definitely the right shot.
Oh, that's a pretty brutal roll there too, just to give it up that natural. I mean, this is, you can probably stun over right about here.
I was just going to draw an X right there.
Yeah, stun over right there, so that way you're playing just the 2 rails and over for the 9.
Yeah, and she has a nice
pretty natural pattern
over here. Not towards the side pocket, of course, but let's see what she does here. Don't overhit this. Just give it a nice. That's perfect. You do want to give this a little spin to make sure you get underneath the 10 ball here.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little more angle would have been better, as she could have almost drew it back instead. It would have been a little easier for her, but it should be fine.
Yeah, and I don't mind just stopping right there on the 9 when you get there, shooting the 10 in the side.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to do there too. There's just no reason. You can only screw this up if you try to draw it back or something.
Yeah.
You can miscue, you can draw it back half the way, you can draw it back too far. But if you just do a stop shot and bounce off the rail, it's right there for you. Oh, perfect.
What a great shot.
Yep.
Just, I mean, it's just taking what the table gives you. She's able to cheat the pocket a little bit there, get it off of the rail. Because, yeah, if you hit that in the other direction where you're sitting right on the rail, now this shot becomes much more nervy.
Yep. Just stroke this in. She did miss something, not quite the same as this, but she did miss a shot in the side earlier.
And I'll tell you what, this little tiny back cut into the side pockets, man, I absolutely hate that shot. This little point right here in that shot becomes too apparent in my mind. I think I gotta shoot that one a little bit more often, because
I'm glad it's not just me then.
Yeah,
I feel the same way about it.
And I think what I've been told on that, so like, yeah, you're looking at the ball here, and you draw your line where you're aiming to the backside of the pocket. If you're aiming to the backside of the pocket, that point becomes in the way.
Right.
So what I've been told here recently is right at the apex of the radius, like right here, if you aim at that spot on that shot, rather than the backside of the pocket like I tend to do, now that pocket becomes much more available. So I've been playing with that a little bit. It's just weird how little things like that can just make a huge difference in how you're thinking about the shot and comfortability. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Even a shot like this, so you got a cue ball here. This is the cue ball, and even a shot like this, like a lot of people, think about the center of the pocket, and they think, oh, they aim to the center of the pocket, and which the center of the pocket's like right here. But in actuality, if you aim more towards this, where the pocket hits the rail, that's the spot that you want to aim at from there. That's more true center pocket when you aim for that spot. But we don't really think about those all the time. We think the center of this arc that you see there is the center of the pocket, but it depends on where you are on the table. That dictates where the center of the pocket is.
Yeah, that's a good point, because there's different hearts to the pocket. Like when I'm looking down the rail, I look right where this little point comes into contact with that curvature and the rail there.
Yep.
You're looking down the rail, that kind of pivots with you.
Yep.
That's a nice break. You got a ball down, but man, that one too
doesn't go from where she is. I don't think there's any way. Like, there's a chance that she could hit it enough on the left side.
Yeah, I think
to make this go, but I don't.
The one pocket
know.
player in me is like, oh yeah, you play this too, but I can't tell if it's high or low from here. We're about ready to find out.
We're gonna find out really quick.
Yeah.
She needs to really hit it. Oh, a little too thin.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Come on.
Wow.
Oh, how do you do that? Hitting it back the exact same shot. Crazy. That was a crazy shot.
I know that's a very unfortunate roll, but man, talk about center ball cueing right there to go 3 rails and hit the exact same spot on the head rail twice.
Like, not even a half an inch difference from where she hit it the first time. Okay, you want to just draw back this just a little bit. So she wants to jack up and do a soft draw. You don't want to roll forward with it. Her fingers aren't close.
Let it roll forward. Oh yeah, little push forward to get the separation. I like that.
Okay, give yourself a little angle here. It's gonna be natural anyways. So end up. I hate this color that my the thing gave me. By the way, it's green. It's almost hard to see it on the table. But I might log out and log back in again just so I can change my color.
I think you can get on this line with like 3 tips of right. Oh wow, she just held that ball with no problem. It's amazing how when the ball's an inch off the rail, how much easier it is to do that sort of a thing, kind of play it into the rail and let it trickle, hitting it fuller. But it's hard to see from this camera angle. So
she'd like to be slightly inside of this line. She'd like to be anywhere like on just barely on this side of this line here. Yeah, playing that with inside and slow rolling it makes it a very touchy stroke. She's hit it a little firm. It's where the speed of the table kind of comes into play. She was a little firm and a little to the outside. She could have gotten to the rail like over here, obviously bringing the side pocket a little bit into play. But now I think she's just going to have to bail out here and try and work out some kind of a safety here. I like just trying to get my cue ball right up in here. That's all I would focus on. She's going the other way, though. That's not bad. I mean, this is a shot that's pretty difficult to get a return safe on, so you're almost forced to shoot the rail first if you can't see the direct cut, because it doesn't look like it does. It almost looks to me like it's on. Did you see that? Yeah, I think it almost looks to me like it's on. But very, very hard shot. And then she's going to have to, like, in order for her to get shape on this, I don't think the clears the 10 ball here. It might, but very close.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those forcing the hand issue plays. Unless you're getting in behind it, kind of hitting it on this line and getting a safe off to that somehow. Like, you almost have to just be committed to the pocketing of the ball. Yeah.
Good effort. Good result
Well,
here. Yeah, good result.
Not the end of the world there. That's pretty close to the rail, so stiffing it back is pretty difficult, and you're traveling away from your 6.
We all know Trevor Sickendick is going to 3-bank this with inside.
I do love, that's my favorite bank in the game, that 3-railer in the side. It's just, it breaks what you think should be able to happen. At least for the first couple of times, so someone broke it down to me, I was like, man, that is nuts.
She's trying to 1-rail bank. She might have it. I don't know if she can do it or not. Let's see here. No, she double kissed. All right. Let's see what happens here. Just shooting this in and drifting over here. She might get lucky and hit the 10 ball if she plays top and just slow drifts it. Or she could come over to this side over here as well and get the 6 on the side.
Yeah, what a tough shot to be here. So, like, sure, if you can fall in this tight little window here with the cue ball and pocket it, you're okay. But man, it's so hard to pocket this.
What a shot!
Oh
Great.
my goodness!
What a great shot!
Kinda
She's impressed me with a few of her shots, this girl.
Yeah, like just stepping up and handling it, like.
And I felt like if she made that ball, she was going to get good. Like there was just so many good opportunities for her to come out good there.
Get some rewards from a nice, accurate strike. This is a little bit of a back cut, so the cue ball is going to be kind of traveling along this way. You might be able to slow draw this and get right up on the 10 to play, or the 7 to play the 7-10 combo.
10 looks like it's frozen to the rail from where I'm sitting, so I'm not sure that I'd want to try it. But if she can make this 7 in through here and just come on out, she doesn't have to come out much here.
Yeah, the 10 ball is a little bit off of the rail, maybe like a 1/2 inch or so. Got kind of a decent line.
She's got about 3/4 of a pocket from what I can see here, so she's obviously not going to be completely comfortable with this. But
I kind of almost like playing the carom and just playing it slow, because if you're playing the 7 ball back up into this direction, as long as you get it out far enough that it doesn't clear the pocket, man, this is kind of a little tricky.
there's also a bank option here too, to just bank this 7 straight across.
Looks like she's sizing up for the carom. Speed is everything here.
Well, not a bad try, but it's going to sell out here a little bit.
Yeah, that was one of those, like, you're right in between like 3 different shots and you just got to commit to one.
Yeah.
Gets a little.
For my level, I'm terrible at caroms, and I don't think I would ever choose that on my own. I would either bank it or try and cut it into 3/4 pocket.
Are you familiar with backside carom at all?
No, I'm terrible. Terrible. Worst carom player that ever lived.
You got real quiet again on that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I said I'm a terrible carom player. I don't even know what backside carom means.
Yeah. I mean, speed on it a lot of times is such a huge aspect, and if you're doing anything but a rolling ball, it changes a lot. I'm not saying, ooh, nice little hold there. Gonna have some distance.
This makes it, you know, she's gonna, her cue ball is gonna drift this way. So if she doesn't play this, you know, with some confidence, this could easily jar here. You tend to overcut these, and you tend to hit right around here if you don't drain it.
Yeah, I like smoothing this with top, like you were saying, and even just taking it from here is going to make the pocket much more available. Yeah, I like
She
that
smoothed
speed.
it in
Made the pocket
perfect.
play a little bit bigger or more friendly. Not that it's
Left it
bigger.
a
She hit it
little
right
front.
into the heart of the pocket. Just
So I will always play this shot like this. But I, you know, it's tough. She's got a tough shot here.
yeah. I remember spending almost 3 days shooting shots that are within this region. Like anytime that it's within the center
Right.
table, both balls, it just makes it very hard to visualize.
It's very close to a half ball hit here, and she hit it a little thick.
Yeah. No, cue ball.
Rounds.
Oh,
Wow, we have a tie game. It was 4-0 at one point for Andrea Turner, and Wendy's clawed back.
yeah. Went. Yeah. Andrea went 4 straight games to start it. Now Wendy has answered with 4 games. That was an unfortunate little turn there, but earlier on, Wendy did miss a 10 ball into the side, and so you know that's how it kind of goes in this game. Sometimes we give things away, and sometimes they come back, and then sometimes we give things away and they never come back. So
Yeah, that 9-ball shot for Andrea was very important. She just needed to give that a little bit more of a stroke. We do tend to lay off on those because they're just difficult shots. They look fairly easy on the camera, but when you're playing those little off-angle shots like that, they're not as easy as you think they're going to be. And we
looks
rattle
like
them
we're taking a
lot, so.
little break. I'm gonna step out for a little fresh air myself. I will be right
No
back.
problem. I'll just sing to the crowd. Just going to mute myself again. Just check my volume as well again, guys, if you don't mind. All right, so we're just on a bit of a player break here right now. Andrea Turner was up 4-0 on Wendy, and it's now 4-4. I wouldn't be surprised if Andrea was the one who didn't call this break. Try to regain herself here. She was up. You know, both of them have had moments where they've played very, very well. A bit of a player break here right now. So let's see what happens. It's a race to 2 now. Anything can happen. I feel like Wendy is playing stronger now. But it's hard to say. It looked like Andrea was really running away with it in the beginnings, but I think Wendy's got the momentum, and Andrea's got to find a way to break it right now. Sorry, I just got a message from. Trevor just sent me a message there from outside. I guess he's having a smoke break. But anyways, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It's been a great match so far. There hasn't been a lot of really bad mistakes. I'm actually quite impressed with the way that both of these women play pool. Both of them have made some really great shots. Wendy's made a couple to claw herself back in here, made a couple of clutch shots. And anyway, I like the tempo that both of the girls play, and their shot making and their choices have all been pretty decent so far. So I'm really enjoying this match. It's been a good match to commentate. So I'm not sure how long the girls are going to be away. The Probably just hope. There's Andrea now. Okay, let's see if she's managed to collect herself a little bit here and get back in this. It's race to 2 now, anyone's game. Ball can turn on you really quickly. Think everything's going your way, and then all of a sudden, you know, a few games here, a few games there, and next thing you know, it's still tied up again. Excuse me.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, Andrea's up to break. Let's see if she can stem the flow here a little bit. Wendy's made a great comeback by 4-4. The league president poking her head out there. They were just in front of this one, I guess.
Oh no, cue ball.
So definitely not what you wanted to start with this here, and see if Wendy can take advantage. If she can get from the 2 to the 4, the rest of the balls are laying up pretty nicely. So
Yeah,
really getting on the 1. Yeah, right there.
Placing the cue ball here, yeah, for sure, because that 2 to the 4 is. I like that line too. You can play it where she's looking at going here. Makes it play a little bit,
Although
wider area for margin. I think that line there would be ideal for the cue ball. Just a little bit of bottom right.
I think the 2 ball goes here. I think that's how looks like she's playing it. Yep. Now she's a little funny angle here because the cue ball is going to drift down this direction now and not lean into the 4 ball like she would have liked.
Yeah, and if you touch the 6 ball or the 10 ball, things get even worse for you.
Yeah. Let's see. She got to hit this kind of firm, I think, to miss the 6.
Yeah.
Go back on the table for the 4.
Could bend it around. Trickles it in.
She just took the shot. I think if she would have hit it harder, like you say, she would have bent around, and then she could have actually run the cue ball like this.
Playing safe here. Going on for the. Looks like she's just sizing up to slice and dice.
She's cutting this in. I don't think. Yeah, she was. She looked like she was going for it. She's made a pretty tough lead. Similar shot coming up for Andrea, not quite as difficult as the one that Wendy just took on, but similar kind of shot. I think you go for this one. Play a little bit of right hand inside to make sure you don't scratch or go into the 5 ball and mess things up.
Yeah, like that. If you can kind of hit this target area with that touch inside and play it with the speed to kind of get back out as far over this way, playing it 2 rails clear back over in there is the most ideal.
I mean, I wouldn't hate her if she just decided to play a safety here too.
No,
play
definitely
the 4 ball
not.
down. You know, you could cut the 4 ball kind of down like this and send your cue ball up here a little bit.
Line up pretty straight. I'm wondering if she's playing the bank here.
Not sure what she's doing. Yeah, banking it. What a great shot!
Just drills the bank. Seeing some really nice banking action going on in this match.
These girls have made some good shots.
I like just going ahead and running into the 7 here, just because I don't think you can hold. I guess you can slowly hold up. Oh yeah.
Okay, now you just want to kind of. She's a little angle, but if she can jack up just a little bit, she should be able to punch her cue ball like with what I call like a pinch draw, and just come over to here.
Yeah, so that way you can draw 2 rails to get back up to the 8.
Let's see what she does here. Just jack up a little bit. Nope, she's playing. She's rolling forward. She's going to come. Looks like she's going to try and take it from down here.
Yeah.
I don't love that. I mean, I don't feel like that's the right shot there. She's made it very, very hard for her to get back. Like she's going to have to just go back and forth like this now and try to play the 8 from up here.
I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, you got a pretty large area of comfortable cut line. You know, anything into like this area there is going to be like okay.
Yeah,
she's got to bear down on pocketing this ball.
Yeah, she's made the pot more difficult, but she should get rewarded if she makes it. She overhit it. She tried to get back down table. That was a little too much. Trying a little too hard. Great shot though. She got away with it.
Pretty fortunate roll there.
If she can make it to here, she should be able to hit high on the 7 softly and have the 7 come down here and the cue ball just trickle over here nice and easy, but it's got to be a soft shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things that can happen soft kicking it that direction as long as you're not running underneath of it and getting into the 8.
Yeah, you don't want to hit it too thick because you might not even get a rail if you're playing it soft like that, so you got to be kind of careful. But I think just if you hit it on the top side of the 7 ball here, somewhere on the top side, that you should be fine. You do it slow speed. What she does.
I actually wouldn't hate it just thinning this ball too and just kind of chipping it up the rail away as long as you can avoid the double kiss. But let's see what she.
Oh, she did your thing, yeah, for sure. Good shot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she could hit it, to be honest. So I was a little until you mentioned it there. Then I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because as long as you miss a double kiss there, you're not selling out too much of a shot. I mean, yeah, you can bank this ball, but now where the 8's at, it's much more tight of an area to. Like if you can soft bank this into the side pocket and let your cue ball kind of run around 2 rails and fall somewhere into this area, it just makes where the 8 is difficult to get on. So if you don't make the bank, you're not selling out. Yeah, something like this.
I think she was just trying to bank that ball into this area here somewhere.
Yeah, trying to get that coverage.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, once again, 8 ball is pretty stinking tough to get on here. I mean, unless you're jacking up and drawing to
that's the only thing I can see. I mean, she can go this way, but the natural path takes it almost into that pocket there.
Yeah.
You got to be very, very careful.
And even if you do put a little bit of draw on it and get it into here, you know, you're trying to split this window where the scratch comes available, getting hooked comes available. Like,
she could play some inside, like hit the cue ball. She could play it like kind of like this. Oops, there you go. She could play it kind of like this with inside and a bit of stun almost and get her cue ball to come here. But it's a very hard shot. I mean, this is a very, very advanced shot if she was able to.
Yeah, you're juicing the snikes out of that, back cutting it into the pocket.
I think for the distance, I think a draw would be reasonable. She's called it in the side. Let's see what she does.
Yeah, I mean, if you knew that you could put top on it and get to this rail first, you can put outside and get real natural coming 2 rails back for the 8, but I just don't think that that's available. I think that your maximal is pretty much right in the pocket.
Just going straight top. Just got to watch the scratch here. Oh, she did.
Oh,
wow,
she did get inside. Get a little. What a stroke, though.
That was a great shot. I mean, she managed to avoid the scratch. I don't know if I would have gone for it because it was always going to be that close.
I like it if you can just glance off of this guy here.
She's banking
come into this rail here and back up onto the 9.
She is going for this bank. I guarantee it.
easier to draw lines on it than it is to execute for sure. Oh, just go for the bank. Drills
I
it.
told you.
Drills it. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, just a little pinch draw here, and just draw your cue ball softly to the rail and out. You don't have to do anything. It's very tempting to go for the side, and you can, but if you go this way, you've got a chance. You could overrun it, underrun it. There's lots of things you can do. So I would prefer to do the pinch draw.
Yeah, I like playing it into the side.
You could
bend it just a little bit,
draw
let
it
it
this
track
way.
here with some outside, and just
You
kind
can
of.
do that. It would work. But
It is pretty thin to where that's a very touchy.
That's not a hard shot. You got to talk yourself into that one there, I think. And just,
Yeah, I feel like
you're
that's
perfect.
that's definitely the more higher percentage.
That's the saner option, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
There's definitely 3 or 4 different shots you could go for here.
Yeah, because about the only thing that could go wrong with that shot is if you try and hold it too much and you find yourself right here dead straight in on the rail. Like, I hate being in that position. Looks like she's going to the side, going to cut it.
Play dead weight, I guess. Let's see. Looks like she's got a little bit of right hand.
Because you can just play this one railing up, too.
Yeah, this was the problem.
What are we going to get?
Yeah. That was the problem. I hope she listens to this commentary afterwards and kind of re-looks at that shot again for future use. Sometimes you take the pot, which is, it was a given she was not going to miss that shot, but she sacrificed her shape going the way she did. Well, she can still make this. Definitely not over for her, but it's a tough shot.
Be the first one to the hill. Need to take this tough cut to the side.
She can come up good here. If she misses like this, is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That if she did miss that short, if she missed it long, she was going to be in trouble because it hit the point and she's probably going to sell out. But if she missed it short, this is what the result was going to be.
Yeah, I think you can pocket this ball without having to think too much about two rail. I think it's going to come long.
I think it's going to come over here if she makes it. I don't think
because of how if you're pocketing the ball, like if you catch it a little bit thick.
Yeah. Yeah, if you make it, I don't think you scratch here. But what a shot if she makes it. As an option, boy, I don't even know.
This is no easy pocket. It's just talking about like if you have to be thinking about the dead two rail or.
I don't really love. I don't see any real good safety options other than, playing this maybe to like there, and then cue ball over here kind of thing.
Yeah, but the way these two gals have been banking the ball, I don't like that shot.
Right?
I mean, I don't think they've missed a bank that they've gone for. I mean, I think they're 4 or 5 in a row that they've just peered in.
Oh, I think she might be just banking this the way she's looking at it now. Straight bank.
Is she cutting it this direction, to the left, top left?
She went for the bank. Yeah, these tables are bank short on you, so.
Yeah, I had to go and say something about them banking good, didn't I?
No, but that was a tough thing. That one's a bit of an optical illusion, kind of. You think that, hey, if I just hit this straight, it's going to bank towards. They always bank short when you hit them with speed. So.
Yeah, and I think that bank play is a little bit more available if you're playing it at a slower speed, but right. Psychologically playing that bank at a slower speed, you're just knowing that if it doesn't go in, you're for sure selling out. So yeah. Tough. That was a tough shot to.
Just a little tiny bit of left hand here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to hit pure top because your natural line is right into the drink.
Tiny little bit of left hand. Play it. Just play it. Cut it as if you're going to make it with middle ball. I think.
Yeah, a little bit of left hand, a little bit of speed. You don't want to baby this one because it's harder for that to take.
Perfect.
Just like that. All right, Wendy gets 5 straight games to get to the hill first.
I've never seen Wendy play before, but I actually like her game a lot. I think she's got a lot of shots in her toolbox. I'm gonna have to do a Fargo check and see what she's sitting at. I'm gonna guess somewhere around the 5.25 range.
Yeah, I guess. Been getting everything set up this morning. Let me actually pull up their Fargos.
You have it listed? Well, it didn't bring up by her name on Fargo here.
I'm gonna search. I'm not actually seeing Wendy pull up in Fargo.
No, neither am I. I'm just going to try her last name only. There's a Dave SCHELSKE, which was probably, maybe I'm going to guess her husband, who's a 625, which explains why she knows how to play.
Yeah, having a solid knowledge basis that's in the correct way definitely leads to a lot more what they call high IQ, pool IQ.
Yes, and she's definitely shown that since I've been watching, that she has a very high putt pool IQ. And so is Andrea, to be honest. They're both shown the same thing.
This is dicey. I mean, unless you can get enough of an angle, I don't think so. I don't think you can miss that 3-ball. I was thinking about thinning it and leaving the cue ball on this bottom rail here, but
yeah. I think that's the only play, is to try to go around the 3-6 and see if try and get around it.
I'd honestly be thinking about a push out here just because of how tricky that is. Yeah. I like that.
Not bad. If she plays the 1 ball softly off the 5 to this direction, she can maybe get her cue ball to drift down here, but it's going to be dicey. Like that. The one ball could pop out and she could leave a shot for sure.
I kind of like playing the 1 right into the 5 and coming back up into here with the cue ball.
Right. Go around, wrap it around here.
Yeah.
And then try to come back into here.
Just because in that way you can hit the 5 ball full, maybe tie up the 9 ball.
Yep. I like it.
Just a little easier to control.
She's looking at it now too. I think exactly what she's looking at. There goes that pool IQ thing again that we were just talking about. Yeah, I'm going to guess that she's somewhere in the 525 to even 550 range. Good shot.
Yeah.
I don't think she was quite contending for the path that she got, but it's a good shot anyway.
Yeah, and not being at the table, knowing exactly how close it was to the 5 to get it to hit that full hit may have been a little thinner than what it looked like here, but
yeah,
she got a good result. I'm looking at it right here. It's pure eclipse. You definitely have to go into the rail and know which of the ball to work with.
I like having this 8 ball down here. It does create a safety situation for her. If she can hit this at half ball, and the 2 ball will drift back up here, just like this. Yeah.
Oh.
All that. See,
once again, that scenario that you mentioned earlier, calling a ball when you're kicking, just
if she had just called it just in case, she'd be the one making the decision right now, playing a safety or whatever, or possibly going for the 2-5 combo or something. You know what I mean? But now she has no choice. The other player gets to come to the table and they get to decide.
I believe she punted it at the bank here. I like it if you have enough of an angle to bank it what would be wide, so you're catching the right sand side with a little bit of speed, letting your cue ball kind of travel back along this path. So that way, if it does go wide and your 2 balls coming wide of it, you're likely to have a backdoor safety and position.
think she's going for that 2-5 combo, or maybe she's not, and she's just calling it just in case. But looks like she's somewhat geared up
Yeah,
for a shot.
definitely several different options that you can be playing here.
I think she was thinking about a billiard actually off the 2 onto the 5, which it's risky because, like I said, I'm a terrible billiard player. I don't play caroms very well. It's not a shot that I typically go after. But it looks like that might be how she's playing this. Yep.
Oh,
Well, that's the problem with it too, is that you could get bad on that too if you don't hit it very well.
yeah. I mean, I think if you're playing the safety with the mindset like, hey, if the 5 ball goes, like I'll just do another safety. It works there.
But if that was the intention, it just goes to show you how important it is to call your ball.
Yeah.
Any ball, doesn't matter. If you think there's a chance that it could happen, you should call it.
I think she called the cut on this, which once again kind of plays. Oh,
Well, if she plays the cut, if she mishits that, like she doesn't seem like she was ever going for the cut, but if for some reason she mishit it and it cut in, then it would be her choice right now. So I understand. Like I said, call something. Call something that's possible. That 8 ball's sure looming large there where it is now. She's got to come the other direction.
yeah.
She's got to
I mean,
come this way.
I always look at my second rail because I'd like to 2 rail this in just because it gets you more movement with your cue ball in a positive way.
Yeah, come
So if
down
I'm looking
here.
at my second rail kind of hit here, yeah, right along that line that you're drawing. Just depends on how much of that 9 ball you can get by. If it's, yeah, I think you got no problems clearing that 9. Because going into the second rail, even if you hit it fat,
So that's the general rule, right? Like we play, and she should be able to come somewhat near there. Maybe this one would be down a little bit. Maybe half the distance.
yeah, she's calling it in this pocket. Looks like she's going for the 2
Relatively
rail.
firm.
I think you play this not slow, but like not Mach 1, like a nice medium speed. Gives a couple of backdoor safety options. You want to create some distance going 2 rails.
Oh, get the rail! Get the
Oh,
rail! Get the rail!
get
She
there.
got it.
All right.
Good shot. Pretty straightforward safety coming up here, I think. She can just send the cue ball up here if she wants, and send her cue ball back across here. There should be lots of cover, or she could go the other way and bank on the far side. Although I think that's a little more risky. She's looking like she's calling the bank again. I don't think she's actually going for a bank here.
Yeah. Playing this with a nice firm speed will shorten it up. I still don't think you can quite get this to shorten up enough, but I could be wrong.
Oh, she went for it.
Just
Wow.
drills it. Man, the banks these guys shooting.
And she's on this too. Like you can play this with some left hand bottom and try to kind of come out like this on this 4 ball. It's not easy. You got to stroke it smooth, especially on a small table. On a 9-foot, you have a lot more room to bring that across and control it. But on a 7-foot, you can lose this a bit.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if you can't
Yeah,
just play this with top.
Close. It's close.
It is close.
It's close.
Like, I think if you're smoothing it, I don't think you can put any sort of like real speed on this. You just kind of have to let the top roll kind of take. I feel like it's going to hit like right about in here.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
No problem.
So
Actually got a little bit more out of it than I was expecting. What a shot.
Again, just a little bit of inside again now. And just try to play this straight across. Probably speed-wise, I don't think she can hold it. So it's better to come out and try to come out across like that. She might be able to. Might be able to kill it a little bit. Yeah, come across. You need to hit that a bit harder.
Oh no.
Because she hit it so soft, she undercut it. If she hits it harder, it goes right in the heart, and the cue ball bounces out perfectly. So it actually hurt her to hit it that soft.
Yeah, I do believe I'm looking down the line of it. Looks like she is full ball hooked. Draw a line for reference here. Yeah, she's pointing it like as far as she can get.
Just jack up a tiny little bit, just to give it a little curve, and then
Yeah,
play it to kind of hit the point. Jack up a little bit,
but
hit
it's
it
on the good
softly.
side of the pocket where you're not likely to scratch
Right.
coming in if you're coming that high on it.
Well, she hit it too
Oh,
hard.
but
She
it's
just
deep. That was
your spin's never going to take at that speed the way you want it to. If you're trying to widen it out, you need to hit that nice and smooth and soft.
got to give it time to develop a little bit.
So let's see what she does here. I actually like putting this cue ball right here on the rail, kind of like what she's doing a little bit
Yeah,
more though, and then having the cue
unless,
ball come out naturally this way.
but if you can thin it underneath of the tin and come 2 rails out, oh, she had plenty,
Yeah.
plenty. Whoop, a little
See
close
now,
to the work,
what I didn't
but
like there is that she forced herself by putting it where she did to put a lot more spin on the ball. And if she would have put it down on the rail, she could have played a natural rolling shot into that instead. So this is one where the amount of spin she put on it hurt her a little bit.
and I think pure stun on this and just kind of float over to play the 7 in the same
Yeah, I
pocket.
play a little left on this for sure, but not much.
Oh,
Got to leave out of
don't
it.
tell me she's gonna get another roll. Well, she can at least see the edge of it this time, but it is not the easy side of things.
No, this is one of those paper thin clips here. You just want to nudge it. It's scary to go for it, but you just want to nudge it, and then try and get your cue ball just to kind of sit down in here.
Yeah, I've been practicing the safety where you're clipping off it on this line and kind of coming back up into here.
Yeah,
If you
I
hit the
don't hate
10
it.
ball,
I don't hate it, but you got to get it thin, and it's
you
hard when
do
you're
have,
putting a lot of left hand on it to hit it as thin as that. I
because
prefer just going straight
yeah,
at it with middle ball and just hitting it as thin as you can.
I'd actually call the 8 ball here and shoot that shot with outside, let it kind of track out and around where, yeah, you're going to sell something out. But if you can get underneath of this line here,
Let's see what she
this is not an easy position to be. But I would probably call the 8 ball here if I was playing that way, just in case I did make it, because
That's a
she's
good.
going to hold it.
She hit it a little thick, but I think she's okay.
I didn't
I
realize
don't
she
think.
had that much of that ball she could see. I
Yeah,
thought it was much smaller.
I don't think Wendy can cut this into the corner, so it's a pretty good shot. It's going to be tough for her to get safe here because the 6 ball is going to track kind of this direction. Unless she can make it, maybe she can. But if she can slow roll this in, then her cue ball, she can get her cue ball to hold over here. That's what she's looking at now. So I'm thinking that she might be able to make this. Let's see.
Almost on the angle where I can see it. I do think that there is a chance that she could play like a half a tip of inside too, and just kind of bite it
Yeah.
if it is just above, the pocket. You don't have enough of the edge to see. Touchy speed here though.
Oh, she has lots of that ball.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
But little firm.
yeah.
You say I think a little inside would have helped her a lot there. It would have killed it off the rail a little bit and kept it a bit straighter as well. So now, I mean, I definitely don't go for this shot. I think I'm just going to bank the 7 ball down here and have my cue ball drift and try to
I
get
think
it
she's
before
going
the
for the
rail.
cut here. Maybe not.
I think she's
Looks like it's
banking
pretty
towards
straight
the
up.
9, which isn't a terrible shot. Oh, she's banking it, actually banking it.
Oh,
That was
man. If
cheeky.
that just, and then gets another roll.
That was cheeky to go for that
That
shot.
was cheeky.
Yeah. They're not afraid to bank, these women, that's for sure.
Well, with the banks that she's been drilling, I see why she's not afraid to bank the ball.
Yep. Well, what do you do here? I mean, you maybe hit it to try to bank it straight and then back up again and have the cue ball kind of come like this. Maybe.
Yeah, that was the initial line that I was looking at, like just focusing purely on your cue ball. But I feel like to get that line more naturally, you're kind of getting the 7 ball to kind of,
You're cutting it more. Yeah.
you're cutting the ball a little bit more. And if you don't get behind the 8, you're definitely going to be selling something out.
Okay. Well, that was actually pretty good.
That's not bad at all. Like you're not giving up anything straightforward.
No. But I'm just going to thin this now. I'm going to thin this super thin on this side over here and just send my cue ball up to the rail. That's all I'm going to do here.
I kind of like, I mean, if I'm in the situation where I'm up here, call the 9 ball in the top corner and play it with draw. So your cue ball's tracking back this way, and the 7 ball is likely to finish
Over there.
in there.
That's what she's doing. I just don't see the benefit of if she makes it.
It doesn't benefit anything, but like you're banking good, and if you do make it and you can see it, you have a chance at banking it out.
Okay, she's drawing.
Oh, she's going for pure top, maybe.
Oh, it wasn't a bad shot. Again, I don't think she was actually.
Don't tell me she's going to get another roll. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
I don't think she was actually going for the shot, but she's smart. She's calling it because she knows that it's a possibility.
Yeah. Playing the safety where,
Well,
man,
I think we've got a pretty good
that's,
shot here.
yeah, the direction coming that way though, like with the exception of pocketing it, you're almost always selling out.
Yeah, you got to hit it a bit firm. If you can, you'd have to go to closer to this part, but I don't think she can. I think this is where I drew the first line is going to be about as maximum she can get. Problem is going any other direction. Like she can't get past the 10 ball if she comes down the low side unless she spins it. So I think she almost has to go that direction. Just try to.
Yeah. And even then, you're still limited because it looks like the 9 ball cuts off anything below. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's going to try and get exactly to where you've, like right into there. It's just to this side right there, I think.
I feel for Andrea here because, I mean, this is the 3rd or 4th kind of
Shot.
roll that's gone this way where, like, last minute it just kind of tucks up in some sort of a way and leaves it tough.
Oh, come on.
Might get the back
She's
door,
gonna
a little
get
ticky.
it. Yeah, she got it. Good shot.
Yeah, got the connection there. So
this goes, I think. Well, maybe not. No, that doesn't go. What? What? No, she got a rail.
she did get a rail.
Got a rail. Oh,
I'm so confused.
Yeah, she maybe thought she didn't get a rail. She got a rail. It was a good shot. Down.
I'm going back to the replay on that one.
Yeah, go look, but I'm 100% sure she got the rail. You know, sometimes what happens is your opponent asks you if you got the rail.
You
And
know,
then
that's
that
one
makes
that's so close. She did get a rail, but like, was it a pinch or like
I'd like to go
the
back on
way
that
it
one.
reacted? It may have actually hit the rail first and tracked back out.
Oh, she underhit this.
You know,
Uh-oh.
I do think that the ball in hand there was a nice sportsman move on Andrea there, because it did appear that it hit the long rail first,
You're
but
making me go back now, aren't you, to go look
yeah,
at it?
I like the sportsmanship there of just moving on and not having an argument about, oh, I think it was good or I think it was this. Sorry, I was watching the replay,
Oh,
didn't
that's
see
okay.
exactly what happened here. Now
I'm
we're
trying to kind of get it myself right now just to see.
oh, that was very close and gets where you somehow didn't sell out an easy cut there. That's pretty solid effort on the kick there.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to watch the replay
Yeah,
myself.
watch that hit. It's one of those, like, I think if it was called a good hit by the shooter, I don't think that there would have been too much of a dispute there, just because it was such a close, it could have gone either way. But the reaction of the cue ball made me think that it may have actually hit the long rail first. How about this?
Great shot from Andrea
Great
there.
shot.
All right, these girls are in quite a battle. She really
Yeah,
only had
they're
one choice here. She can, yeah, she's really got to come
battling out this game.
hit this here, and you're trying to kind of hit the rail a little first to send the 8 ball up in that
Yeah,
direction there.
I'd be calling this pocket just in case you come into it fat and you play kind of the kick bank. She's seeing if she can kick this in, which I don't blame, because as well as she hit the last one, she hit a very accurate kick. I'd play this one with a little bit of pace.
A little bit of right-handing. Oh,
Oh no! Whoa!
the Tenga ball gets respotted. She should be able to just roll this 8 ball straight down and just roll, get in straight on the 9 in the top corner. Okay, this shot's coming up again for me right now for the replay. I want to just focus on this for a sec.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
Okay.
I think that's what you were saying here, placing the cue ball here.
Oh, you're right. That's a lot closer than I thought it was the first time.
Yeah, then you kind of just push to get your cue ball to shoot it straight in there, and then you're just kind of rolling forward on each shot.
I would say that was about a 50-50 shot now that I've looked at it again. I don't know for sure if it was a foul or not. I thought for sure the first time I saw it that it was good. But now looking at it again, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had to have watched that little kick probably 4 or 5 times, and I was like, it is a 50-50.
Oh, she didn't hit this the way she wanted to. I don't think. I'm just going to roll that in and just get my cue ball right here.
Yeah. Now you're kind of almost forced to try and get your cue ball back over into this area.
I don't think she's going to like playing this in the side. So,
I mean, you could trickle this into the side, maybe. But man, that is dicey.
yeah, she's looking down there. She misses this. She's going to be upset with herself, I think, because she definitely had an opportunity to make this a lot easier. So again, the aim point for this shot is more like here.
Yeah.
People tend to look at this center Right there is the center of the pocket, but it's not from the shot.
Yeah, I feel like if you play this at pocket speed, you're likely to get your cue ball like right here. So you got to play it with a little bit of pace. Not like you're not getting crazy, but you just want to hit it a little bit firmer than pocket speed, which makes it a little bit easier to rattle this ball.
Little wide.
Oh, just barely overcuts it, but
The good news is she's definitely left a tough shot here for
Yeah.
Wendy.
like pocketing the ball is okay, but the position is not natural.
You're not guaranteed here at all.
Close to the rail, you can't really draw the ball out without elevating. So yeah, definitely.
I think a little bit of right hand English, a little bit below center if you can, and just try to get your ball back across.
He's elevating up just a little bit. Gonna try and kind of stun this across, maybe.
A little bit of right. It's not easy. The ball could masse if you elevate.
Yeah, I think I'd just stay with center ball hit and just kind of stun across, just to kind of.
Yeah, and that's what happened. She massed it a bit, and then ends up hitting it a bit thin, which is very typical of that shot. You have to tell yourself to aim that a bit thicker.
It was a tough one to get to work out where you had to look at the 10.
So she's got a little angle. She should just be able to stun it over to the rail here and come out a tiny bit. You'd hate for it to sit right on the rail.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, playing this at just a kill shot, you're likely to end up right on the rail. And if you're getting off the rail, you're having to kind of punch it.
Oh,
yeah, and it gets to where it's missable like that.
Yeah, she tried too much there.
Yeah, I tried to get it off of the rail, which I know I've definitely done that because it's.
Yep.
I would almost rather miss that shot than to make it and find myself dead straight on that rail. Like, I don't know. It's not the way you want it to go.
Kind of like, I think it's a Z shot here with their cue ball.
You're just playing at that speed, you got to be careful not to put any right-hand English and find yourself too close to that corner pocket where she's standing over. It's pure top.
Oh, there's that right-hand English you were just talking about.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. She undercut it, so that's what caused the problem in the first place. But she did undercut it.
I won't be evicted.
Yeah, there's some girls that I play where that kind of a shot comes in, and I've noticed that if you don't hit it in the pocket the right way, you're going to head right towards that corner pocket, and it's hard to avoid it sometimes.
Yeah,
I like that. That's the easiest route. You just take that, come with a little bit of left hand, just come to the rail naturally, and then it's just going to trickle right towards the 10 ball. Just don't overhit it. You don't need to overdo this. In this case, the left-hand English speeds up the cue ball a little bit, so she hit it too hard.
A little bit too much speed, and a little bit not enough because it goes a little further. You can shoot it into the side. This
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this shot here is one of my least favorite lines when you're almost dead parallel.
I think I'm doing what she's looking at here. I'm cutting this ball into the corner almost every time. But yeah, that shot, like when you put it, it's called running English, and that's why it's called running English, is because it helps the cue ball run. So when you do put left-hand English there, you have to hit it a bit softer because it wants to run in that direction, but you've got to slow it down a little bit.
Big come with it shot here. Just with this 10 ball, it could bring us to hill. I actually don't mind playing the bank here and make sure that you hit it at least short, because then you can get that backdoor safety. But she's going for the cut. Just needs to drill this and miss the side.
Oh, she overcut it.
Overcut it. Oh.
I think that's going to
Heartbreaker.
spell the end. She's going to look back at this match and not be so happy because she was up 4-0, and it looks like with this pinball, Wendy's going to have made a 6-game comeback here. I think nerves got in the way at the end there for both players.
Some really great shots from both players.
Yep.
That
I definitely enjoyed this match. It was a great match to get my feet wet with in this tournament.
Yeah.
Both players. I'm very impressed with both of them.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna go put a little food order in so that way I stay, because I'm gonna be at this all day. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
I'll jump in whenever I can. I'm just hanging out at the house today, so we'll just whenever I get a chance, I'll jump in and join you if you don't mind.